Hi everybody, welcome back, whining away with you-know-who, Corey and Ray. Thanks for joining us once again. Yes, it's us. Yes, we have another wine to talk about. And today
yes, it's a new year.
A new year, new you.
Same studio, same sass. Same background noise. It's all the same. But today, we have the Obsidian California Cabernet. I'm just teasing. Unlike Corey, I know the wines I bring. And I've tasted them. This is a wine I brought in recently. It's a California Cab, but what I liked about... I didn't know what you were doing first.
Letting them look at the color.
I thought you were mad because I said your name. You're going, and this wine? Is this what he says he's bringing? The reason I like this is it's one of the catchphrases, too. It comes from Lake County in the Red Hills district. And it's called Obsidian because the grapes are grown on what's known as the Obsidian Ridge. And they refer to it as born on a volcano.
Oh, wow.
So over 20 years ago, we planted a vineyard on an old abandoned walnut orchard that was high in the Mayacamas Range. We soon discovered that we were farming on a volcano, on a ridge of solid black obsidian glass.
Wow. The
extreme climate, altitude, and volcanics result in a wine like no other. And that's why I brought it in, that it's got a very unique, sort of like anise, mulberry, like there's like a dark, kind of almost licorice-like flavor.
It's a very cool story.
And I like this. I think it's very unique. It's not your typical California, but it still very much represents what, if someone, you know, hadn't drank a lot of California Cabernet, this would be a very unique introduction for them into this area.
14.5% alcohol. Wow. It's a hefty one.
But I like it because, it, like I said, it's got unique fruit to it. It's not just super fruity like a lot of California Cabernets. Now, it's not cheap. It's like $33, $34. But it's not.
But California Cab people
California Cabs, let's face facts.
Yeah, they're expecting that.
You've got to be in that price range to get anything that's really worth trying. I mean, if you stay in the $15 category, you're drinking Josh and that kind of thing, you know, and that's what you get at that price range. There's nothing wrong with it, but, you know, for something like this, you got to go a little higher. And so this is in the low 30s, but I think it drinks comparatively to ones that are much more expensive. So
now, if somebody's interested in this crazy, unique story and wants to try it, they can go on NJ Wineseller and get it shipped to them, or they can come into Cranford and see you.
Ma, try this. I just want you to comment like on the finish that has a very unique. Yes, like I said, we sell it. I'm almost 100% sure we sell it for like $32.99.
Good.
Right? It has.
It's very good.
It has a unique.
So the peanut gallery liked the wine.
Well, I can't ask you anymore. I mean, comment on the aroma. Does it seem unique to you in that regard?
It does. It's not your typical fruity smell. There's something to it.
And that's the volcanic influence in the soil. So it just goes to show you, like,
volcanic glass.
I mean, we're in 2024, and how much nature still has to do with how a wine turns out.
Absolutely.
You know, the soil and the water and the temperature and, you know, all these things that we try to have control of. You're still at Mother Nature's, you know, influence when it comes to certain things. And
which is why some years are fantastic for certain regions and some years are crappy. Because you don't know what weather's going to hit when and where. And
then some are really good right away, but then they don't age that well. And then you'll have others that right out of the gates really didn't get, like 2011. The 2011 cabs were trounced by the reviewers because it had been a rainy season and the grapes really didn't get a chance to fully develop. And we were told this was the worst vintage in years. And, once you hit 2015, 2016, and people started drinking some of these 2011s again. And, I had one, what was it? Black something, Black Cauldron, Black Crow. It was a little vineyard, but it was just fantastic. And the guy that I was drinking with and I were both like, this is not what it tasted like when it got released.
See?
So that particular one just turns out it aged better, and that some of these 2011s wound up having a second life down the road that made them much more, worth something. So we'll see what's the vintage on this.
Not on the front.
Get the 2021.
Where?
Here, where the numbers are written.
Right next to the waves. I couldn't see it with the waves.
But we'll see. Maybe by 2026 it'll be interesting to see what these volcanic influences do to a wine, being aged from that area. But
well, if you're a cab lover, California wine drinker, or you just like unique wines, give Ray a call. Send us a message. Shoot us an email.
I mean,
text us. Come by and see him. Something.
But I can't really comment necessarily on the influence the volcanic ash has had. But I know, a lot of wines that come from Etna in Italy, they have very volcanic influence on a lot of their wines. But because that's Etna, they're completely different than this, because this is volcanic influence on a California wine. So I've had Etna wines before, but this took me by surprise because it's just a whole different area. And so many things come into what gives you this finished product. But it was fascinating, and I thought it was worth bringing in. And people I've given it to so far have a very positive reaction to it.
Very nice.
So I brought it. Corey brought me a $6.99 bottle that she doesn't even remember where the hell she got it from. And I bring her a completely unique $33 bottle.
When I'm not even drinking.
And she can't even drink it.
So it is what it is.
Just goes to show you, huh?
Mm-hmm. He brought it for himself.
You see. We all know she'll be taking us home.
Anyway, thank you again for joining us. And if you're interested or you want to know more about this wine or any other wines, please reach out to Ray. Come see him at the store.
Reach out to Ray. There's your New Year's resolution. Reach out to Ray.
Leave us a message. Go to our YouTube channel, Whining Away with Corey and Ray TV, and you can see other episodes and follow us, and you'll be happy you did.
If you're asking the question, where the hell did these two come from? Go back and watch. And you'll start to say, okay.
You'll see where it all began.
She used to know how to turn the camera.
Okay, so thank you. We'll go before I punch Ray in the face.
Or we'll go so you can punch Ray in the face.
Cheers to good wine.
Cheers to good friends.
And cheers to a wonderful life.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Look up, Ray.